What's up guys, this is Dazel 2012. Got some gameplay on Chasm today using the full auto MSBS. It's an older game, trying to get rid of some of that older Xbox 360 gameplay that I have. And this is a pretty good game. I go 28-2 using the full auto MSBS. And I want you guys to do me a favor. Watch this whole video. Count the number of headshots that I get. Leave the number in the comments below. If you get it right, I'll give you a little shout out in one of my future videos. Very near future, pretty much one of the next couple of videos that I work on after this video's over with. So the first person to give me the correct response, I'll shout out in that video. Just in hopes, maybe if you're a YouTuber, it'll get you a few people to come over and watch some of your videos, and I'll link your channel in the description as well. So what I want to talk about today doesn't have anything to do with the actual gameplay itself. It has to do with what I do with my pastime. And I want to have a little conversation with you guys and hear what you've done. I used to love going to concerts all the time. I mean, I still do, but now I'm getting older. It's got to be a concert I really want to go to, a band I really want to see, a band I really enjoy. And I've seen probably hundreds of bands and artists and groups before. I used to work stage crew for a small venue and set up bands and everything. I've mentioned that before. So because of that, I've seen a whole lot of groups, from country music, rock and roll, heavy metal, rap, blues, everything. I've seen it all, and it's great. It was a lot of fun. But I want to talk about what I've considered, in my opinion, the best concert I've ever gone to. My favorite concert, the one that I had the most fun at. And that concert was when I was almost 18 years old. I was 17, about 18. I was a senior in high school. I was getting ready to graduate. And at the time period, I was dating a girl who also listened to quite a bit of heavy metal. And I had heard a song or two from Pantera, which is one of my favorite bands ever, but I hadn't listened to much. I wasn't a real big fan. I liked them, but I hadn't gone out and bought all their albums or anything like that. And at this time, Pantera was still a huge, huge band. I mean, they would sell out venues like crazy. For a heavy metal band at that time period, it's kind of the downfall of heavy metal, really. Pantera could do that. So, I went and saw Pantera. It was the very last tour that Pantera did before they disbanded, before everything went sour, before Dimebag Darrell was killed. It was a good many years before Dimebag Darrell was killed, and it was awesome. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this concert and what made it so awesome. First and foremost, if you've ever been to a heavy metal concert, you'll know that what happens at a heavy metal concert is a bunch of stupid white kids beat the shit out of each other in mosh pits. For those of you who don't know what mosh pits are, just Google them, YouTube them. Pretty hilarious. Assisted suicide coming up here. Bloop. Haha. So, the mosh pits at this concert were literally the most frightening thing I've ever encountered as a human being. And I'm not making that up. I'm not exaggerating. Seriously. They were scary. It was the most violent mosh pit I've ever been in my life. I've never been so sore after a concert in my entire life. And they rocked out. There was fire, there was explosions, they were playing everything that I knew by them, and it was the most amazing thing that I've ever seen as far as a heavy metal concert is concerned. Unfortunately, they disbanded after that, and we will never see Pantera again. That blows. They were awesome to the rock and roll and heavy metal scene. Dimebag Darrell dying and all the problems with Philip Anselmo, and all of that stuff just caused a lot of problems in that band and in that music genre. I'm sad that they won't ever get back together, but I am very happy to say and very proud to say that I got to go see that band live. It's something that I won't ever forget. It was amazing. That concert was amazing. And I was in a mosh pit, and it was so insane that my feet at one point didn't even touch the ground for probably 30 seconds. It was so packed tight, and people were moving everywhere and back and forth and slamming into each other, that I almost felt like I was floating and just dangling off the ground. And that's not an exaggeration, and I'm a big dude. We were 15,000 plus people at this concert, man. 15,000. It was nuts. And it was amazing, and I wish I could go see that band again, and hopefully maybe they'll find another guitarist to fill in and do a farewell tour. So here it is, the final kill, 28-2. You guys have a good night, guys. It's been Azazel 2012.